Hi everybody, it's Diana, and here is the tutorial that you've been asking about. This is the one showing the faux metal tin ceiling that you can see here on the background, and it's very easy to do. You're going to be surprised. So let's get started. What you're going to need is, I used the Sahara sand cardstock, but like going gray would work too, just kind of a light color on the background. You're also going to use a Versamark pad. You also want some silver embossing powder. You're also going to use a 1 1/4 inch square punch. And you're going to need a heat gun, obviously. And then I used the finial press embossing folder, as well as my Big Shot. So you're going to need all those items. So anyways, let's get started. I'm going to put down a scrap piece of paper, and I'm just going to use my Versamark pad, and I'm going to put Versamark on my Sahara sand cardstock. Now, for class, we coated the whole thing and left like a hand finger hold. So, but just for the video, I'm just going to do just the end. So I'm going to put the Versamark on there. Then switch out your scrap paper, because this has Versamark like on it, and you don't want to be pouring your embossing powder on it, because then it will stick on the scrap paper and you'll waste your embossing ink. So now I'm just going to sprinkle my silver embossing powder over top of my Versamark ink, like that. And now I'm just going to take this and pour the extra stuff in there, and I'll just set that aside. Now I'm going to take my heat gun. Now this is probably going to be noisy, but I'm going to heat this up. And you can see as it changes that that's what you want. So the more you do these, the heat gun will heat up faster the next time around. I'm just embossing that. Quick and easy. Okay. Now, I want this to cool down, so I'm just kind of wiggling it in the air a little bit, because you want this, temperature to be cooler. Now I'm going to put the scrap piece of paper that had the Versamark on it before, because I want to do another coat. So now I'm going to take my Versamark, and I'm going to go over top where I just did. Okay. Then again, switch out that scrap piece of paper and put the clean one on. Then I'm going to sprinkle that on, tap it off, and I'll just set this aside for now. Then I'm going to heat that up, just like I did before. And this is just going to have it be extra thick by doing the 2 coats. Alright. So that looks pretty good. Alright, so same thing. Let it cool. Oh, I put my hand on it. Hold on. That was really good. I had to redo this video, so the first time I didn't do that. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of my fingerprint. Alright. YouTube was taking forever to upload the other one, so I thought, well, I'll redo another one just to see what's going on. So let's see. Let that cool off. That's good. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my 1 1/4 inch square punch, and I want to punch out some squares. There's 1, there's 2. Now obviously, if you were at class and you were doing the whole thing, you would actually do 12. So the card that I did before used 12 squares. So now I'm going to pull my Big Shot over. This is going to be probably a little awkward, but anyway. So, I'm going to load my multi-purpose platform into my Big Shot. I'm going to put my clear pad down. Alright, then I want to take my finial embossing folder and make sure the Stampin' Up! Shows on the front. So that's the front of the embossing folder. Then you're going to take your silver embossed 1 1/4 inch squares, shiny side up. Just close your folder. Now put your other clear mat on there, and now run it through the Big Shot. Now you can't see that's what I'm doing, but I'm running that through the Big Shot. Then, when you take it out, you have these beautiful little embossed silver, so they look like tin. And then all you're going to do is move the Big Shot out of the way. Now, then I just took a piece of basic black, and I put a little bit of snail, undo my thing, a little bit of snail, and then you're just going to glue them on here. And I put a little bit of a space because that would be, you know, the space in between the tiles if they were on the ceiling, or if it was ceramic tiles, it would be grout or whatever. But you would just keep doing this till you filled up the whole thing, and then your finished card would be like that. So it's simple. I mean, you could do it many colors or whatever. I just chose to do the silver, but it's pretty easy to do. Make sure you check out my blog. There's the address right there. And I have some more tutorials up there. But if there's something you want to see, just make sure you give me an email, and I'll try to get that on there for you. Sorry I had to wait a little bit to give you this tutorial, but I had to make sure I taught the girls at the technique class before I put it on my blog. So hopefully you understand that. Anyway, hopefully that's good for you, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by.